Hello, Happy New Year. My name is Audrey Alison, and this is your January 2014 forecast horoscope for the month of January. I'm excited to be here, and some very rare transits and planetary positionings are happening in January. And the first is starting off the top of the month on the 1st of January. We have a new moon. We haven't had a new moon on the first day of a new year in decades. And it's the year of light. So this is beautiful. So on 1/1, January 1, we have a new moon, 10 degrees Capricorn. And this is Capricorn is in your 6th house of daily routine, work, health, and how you're planning and scheduling your daily activities. The sun is also here. So what is illuminating for you right off the top of the month is this 6th house. What would be amazing for New Year's resolutions is if you wanted to implement a daily health regimen, a daily routine in what you're doing for your health and the betterment of your body. You have more than enough support to do so right here in the 6th house with the sun and this new moon happening there. On the 11th, Mercury goes into Aquarius. Aquarius is your polar opposite sign, Leo. So this is some very positive energy, and it's in your 7th house sector of romance, marriage, partnerships, relationships, committed, monogamous relationships, rare. On the 11th, so that's Mercury, the planet of communications and expression and intellect, the mind, writing, public speaking, expression. I think I said that. In the 7th house, you could easily date if you're going on first dates. You're not running out of things to say. Your verbiage is spot on. You're being understood. The communication flow is excellent for you, Leo, and could help draw in that 7th house relationship if you're into it. On the 15th, we have a full moon, and this is 25 degrees Cancer. This is in your 12th house, the most spiritual house and super quiet house. Having a full moon shine in the 12th house brings out your psychic abilities. It also brings out your ability to heal and your spiritual self. So you could find that halfway through the month, mid-month, you are a little more quiet and reserved for a Leo. You are the leader of the pack. You're the lion. So the 12th house in you is kind of like, I don't know how I feel about this. But you might be more reserved during this full moon, which is okay to be, because we've got supermoon activity happening this month. We have 2 new moons, rare. Supermoons are moons that are closest to the Earth and also in direct alignment with the Earth. They're very potent moons, and we have 2 of them this month. On the 19th, the sun is going into Aquarius. Aquarius, again, your polar opposite sign in this 7th house. Leo, if you want a relationship, January is the month to get it, because you've got even more 7th house activity happening in a minute, followed by some 8th house activity. So let me just get to it. I'm getting very excited. Okay. Having the sun transits into Aquarius every January 19th, but your relationship sector is highlighted with Mercury there and now the sun, your marriage. This could also be business partnerships as well, because you have 6th house and the 7th house activated. If you're interested in forming a business alignment or partnership with someone, the 19th on in January is brilliant to do so. On the 30th, we have our 2nd new moon of the month. This is 10 degrees Aquarius, again in your 7th house, bringing in the newness, bringing in the new relationships, bringing in the new people around you. Leo, it's time for you to shed the older energies of people weighing you down. There are new relationships coming into your life, and how beautiful then in January to start out the year with some new good vibes. On the 31st, the day after the new moon, Mercury is changing signs twice again. This little bastard has a lot of catching up to do. From his retrograde, which was super long, Mercury's moving into Pisces, and this is in your 8th house of sex and change transformation. You have more than enough powerful support in establishing a relationship if you want one, and then really establishing the sexual grounds and boundaries of this relationship and communicating about them very readily, very easily. No misunderstandings. Mercury is with you in this 8th house. You're expressing yourself sexually. You could come out of the closet at this time. Mercury in the 8th is a great way to express yourself in the boudoir. Also in writing about it and writing about the changes that you've gone through. Leos have gone through some tremendous amount of changes in 2013, and leading into 2014, it feels like it's the celebration of all of the things, all of the change that you've implemented into your life. What I'd like to do right now, Leo, is normally I would pick a card or two and just show you them throughout the reading, but I'm feeling the urge for this January treat to just do a 4-card tarot spread, not a massive Celtic cross, but just a spread to see what this year could bring for you, and especially January. And I'll show you all the cards. Oh my gosh, I love it when it makes sense. All right, first card. We've got the cutter here. This is the woodcutter. It's the 8 of Wands, and I'll tell you what all this means in a minute. We have the 5 of Coins, the Knight of Coins, and then the King of Wands, the King of Staffs. Okay, what does all of this mean? You are cutting the losses. You are shedding old people and cutting people out of your life. You're getting rid of the things that no longer suit you. The woodcutter has no problem getting rid of either negativity or things that don't work for you. That's very present in the spread. That's the first card. The second card is the beggar, the 5 of Coins. It doesn't mean you're a pauper or you're begging for money. It could, but what I'm getting in relationship to the relationship of the cards in this position is that after cutting these losses, you won't feel the need that something's missing from it. You should cut them and then don't worry about it. You won't be missing them because the changes are coming naturally. The changes are being implemented naturally by the universe, who filters things in and out of our lives as we need them. The King of Coins is the protector of health and wealth. This is the 6th card, Soldier, and that is activated right at the top in the January 1st new moon in Capricorn in your 6th house, and also the Sun is in this sector starting off January. So this is perfect. This actually validates setting a schedule or a plan for your workouts, what you're eating, your diet, your health, your daily routines, getting to your job on time, punching the clock, being that soldier of society. It'll make you feel better, Leo, to implement that at the top of the month and keep it that way at least through January. And the Master of Feelings is that 7th house sector. This is a man with feelings is what this card is. A guy with a lot of deep feelings, but it could be male or female, but just that it's king, to me, it's just very masculine card. A man with feelings coming into the picture. He has no problem expressing himself. This is also due to Mercury in that 7th house relationship sector and then the 8th house of sex. This is an amazing month for you, Leo, and I wish you a happy new year. My name is Audrey Alison, and if you'd like a private reading with me, I read all through the week. I'm at audreyallison.com, and you can find me on Facebook at Audrey Allison, Astrology and Tarot. Thanks, Leo. Have a beautiful 2014 and a sweet day. I will see you next month.